Okay, let me fix my microphone. I think we're live now. So, hi everyone, Jerry here and Njerineer, and it's Wash Day Wednesday. Yay! Another Wash Day Wednesday. Ah, I don't know if Emily's still here, but if Emily's not here, sorry that you can't make the live, but definitely, hope on the weekend. But I see Chicken in the chat room. How are you, Chicken? I hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good week so far. It's hump day, halfway through the week, almost ready for the weekend. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good time, having a great time. I had a good day. It's pretty busy at work, but pretty excited for tonight's chat. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I just busy with work. I help out like school stuff, like my university. So I had things like for that just before this. But no, I was pretty excited, and yeah, it's been a good day. It's 10 degrees out. It's not as cold, so that's amazing. That is great. I've been tired of like the winter, and like winter is pretty. Like the snow is pretty, but like I'm ready to wrap it up. I'm ready for summer to start. I'm ready to go outside, wear my summer dresses, all that. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are having a good time, having a great day. So I'll let people like pop in and out on the live. So this is my long form. So if this is your first time in the long form, hi Brooke, hi, welcome. Oh my god, and Emily is here too. The gang is all here. Wow, I'm so happy to see you guys. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, it's a whole party. Yeah, I mean, like, so this is like the long form. So, welcome to my long form live. So, as I mentioned to you guys last week, I do these lives every single Wednesday at 7 EST, where I typically talk more about like hair care, beauty, but I really just open it up for any discussion that you guys want to have. And then, typically after this, I do hop onto the vertical live where, you guys actually like phoned me last time. But yeah, so this is more like an educational live. Ask any questions or anything that you just want to talk about. But yeah, I'm happy you guys are here, and I'll just, you know, basically get into it. So, what's today's session about? Today, we're talking all things rice water. Now, let me know, have you guys ever used rice water before? Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you've ever heard of rice water. Have you tried rice water? I heard of rice water like years ago, but it kind of became like trending on TikTok and all that before. But like rice water for your hair, so that is something that is like really, really, I guess like trendy when it comes to like hair care. Yeah, yeah, I've tried it too. I've tried it too. So, some things that I talk about, you may have tried, you may not have tried. I'm just here to like bring a little bit more awareness, a little bit more discussion to it. I actually do have my little rice water here. I made one on the weekend, and that's actually what kind of inspired me to make that today's topic for rice water. But I couldn't find the one I made on the weekend for some reason. So I just whipped up a new one, which I'm gonna have to now like put it into my cupboard and let it ferment. But there's so many ways to make rice water. I have my essential oils to make it like smell a little better, because if you've let this ferment before, you know it stinks. It does stink, but even though it stinks, it works for many people, and so that's why persons use it. But yeah, so we're gonna just like get into it. I'll be not fast. Like these horizontal lives are roughly like 20 minutes roughly, and then like I hop onto like my vertical afterwards. But yeah, and if you're here watching a rerun, a replay of this video, welcome, welcome. I do this every Wednesday, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and join the family. But yeah, let's just get started and just start talking about it. So, like, what is rice water? Rice water is really just that starchy liquid that you have left behind in your rice. Now, when you're cooking rice, you will typically you might hear your mom say something like, "Oh, like wash your rice and whatever." And washing rice is typically something. Rosemary, yeah, I have all my rosemary. It's kind of finished, but I was actually going to do another video on like rosemary, but I do use rosemary in my hair. Actually, this is actually it's boiled rosemary and fenugreek because fenugreek is also really great for your hair. But that I'm actually gonna talk about my live next week. But yeah, no, rosemary is great. So really great for stimulating the follicles. And helps to regenerate your hair. I hear that rosemary is like the natural minoxidil, and minoxidil is like a medicated drug which is used to stimulate hair growth. So definitely, rosemary is great to incorporate into your hair routine if you haven't done so already. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna talk about rosemary and fenugreek for sure in more detail next week. But I'm fine to even talk about it a bit here for sure. But yeah, so like for rice water, back to rice water, you typically will wash um the starch that comes off the rice, but some people don't. It depends on it. Like I've seen like three ways basically to make rice water. I've seen persons boil rice a little bit and then take that water. I've seen persons wash the rice, and that immediate starch that comes off of the rice, they also take that and use that as their rice water. And then the third way that many persons tend to do it is to ferment. So fermentation is where you let the rice sit. So not like this one, but the one that I used in my hair like last week. That one I left it in my cupboard for a week because I really wanted to get all the good benefits and all that for my hair. And yeah, it stank really bad. It's really stinks. I'm not gonna lie. That is something I will not leave in my hair because oh my god, that's why I threw in all these essential oils into my rice water. But the Yao woman. So really, this act of making rice water does come from Yao woman in China. Have any of you heard about the red Yao woman before? Let me know in the chat if you've ever heard of the Yao woman before. But we do owe it to them for rice water, like the idea of using rice water in for hair, because for them they're really known for their very long, luscious, shiny hair, and the rice water is what they use to be able to maintain this hair health. And you never heard of it. Okay, but now you know. So I try to, give credits where credits is due and give like that background to some of the different things that we do in our hair. But yeah, the idea of rice water does come from Asia, specifically from the Yao woman in China. And they take rice water and they take like their orange peels and a lots of other ingredients they will put into it. I think they do boil it a bit, and then they use that to wash their hair. If you Google Yao, so it's YAO, Yao woman, like you will see that their hair is so long, like absolutely crazy. But yeah, it is part of their own generational beauty ritual. So look them up. Look them up. It's really great. It's really great how we do take inspiration just from all around the world and incorporate that into our own daily lives. Yes, exactly. That's how we spell it. So yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Their hair is gorgeous. So if only one day, would love to have my hair that long and flowy. But you get what you get. You use whatever your hair gives you, and take that. But even though I mentioned earlier it's a TikTok trend, it's just important to know that it did come from a group, a tribe of women, and they have historically been known to have nice long hair. So let's talk about the science, because your girl is a scientist, she's an engineer, and we just have to talk about the science of things from time to time. So in rice water, we do have something called inositol, and inositol is inositol. Have you ever heard about inositol before? Because I'll tell you this, I did not. Before my research, I did not know about the specific ingredient inositol that is found in rice water. But in inositol, it penetrates damaged hair and it stays in the hair even after rinsing, and it helps to reduce surface friction. So that helps with minimizing breakage, which of course helps to strengthen your hair, maintain your hair, um, promotes length retention, all of that jazz. We learn new things every day. We learn new things every day. So this molecule, this is sugar carbohydrates that's found in rice water. This is what helps your hair to just breakless, essentially. Another thing is that in rice water, we have amino acids. Now, I know you guys, I know it's 12 a.m. and I'm sorry for the education lesson, but that's what I do Wednesdays at 7, Emily. But don't worry, this is not a long live. It's not going to be 4 hours like on the weekend. This live is roughly like 20 minutes, and then I will hop on to like the regular phone vertical live afterwards. But yeah, so rice water has amino acids. Do you guys know what amino acids are? I know you're in different grade levels, but have you heard about amino acids? Yes, no, maybe so. You can let me know yes in the chat to drop a Y, drop a N if you have, if you haven't, and if you haven't, it's okay because we're all learning regardless. So that is fine. But amino acids are the building blocks of protein. And if you didn't know, protein is what makes up our hair, right? We have keratin in our hair, and whenever our hair is damaged, we tend to have you haven't heard it? No? Okay. So amino acids is when you have protein, just like how you have cells and cells make up different organs in our body. Yes, amino acid and biotin. Correct, correct. So just like how our body or skin has skin cells and our heart has heart cells. So sorry, 1 second. Hello, I'm on live. Can I talk to you in a bit? Okay, bye. Oh, where did you guys go? Let me get back to my screen. Yeah, that was my mom. My mom was just calling me. Sorry about that. Can you guys still hear me? I think you should still be able to hear me. But yeah, so protein. So we eat protein, we eat chicken, we eat beef, or if you're like me and you're vegetarian, you eat tofu, you eat chickpeas, and you get protein. But protein is made up of amino acids. And because rice water has amino acids, when our hair is broken, and not broken, but when it's weak, when your hair is weak, it has a lot of like gaps along the hair strand. So what amino acids will do, and a lot of bond repair products will do that, it helps to like fill in the gaps in your hair. So rice water is actually a really, really, really good protein treatment, especially a DIY protein treatment to help to provide elasticity to your hair, to strengthen your hair. Because you don't want your hair to be like fully limp, just there. You want your hair to be like nice and strong. And rice water is a great way to just add that to your hair. So, rice water strengthens the hair, and the starch can also temporarily coat the hair to make your hair feel thicker. So, like for myself, I do have fine strands, and we'll talk about what makes like a fine strand, a thick strand, density, high density, low density, maybe another time. Or if you want to know now, we can. Oh, also vitamin E. Chicken. Thank you, chicken. You're so smart. Chicken's out here with the knowledge. So vitamin E is also found in rice water. Did I have that in my notes? I'm not even sure if I had that in my notes. But thank you, chicken. Yes, vitamin E is super important and also very great for your hair health. So it just has so many good things, and rice water is just a very cheap alternative, but really great way to maintain your hair health. Any questions so far, or are you guys good? You're good so far? Yes, yes, we're good. We'll continue. Okay, so we're going to continue just to continue to talk about just rice water and how it works. So, when do you use rice water? So, after you make your little rice water, after you leave it for, you can leave it for 2 days, like in darkness, and then just like put it away. So, how do you use it? So, to use it, what you would do is you would just shampoo your hair. So, use your favorite shampoo, and you're welcome, Emily. You're welcome. You're welcome. You just shampoo your hair as always, as you do, and then this is the time where you can now apply your rice water. Do I have my little bottle that I like to use? So yeah, I have it here. So I like to use a bottle like this, but maybe if you want to use a spray bottle like this, that works too. Or if you just want to dump a whole jar on your head, whatever works. But I like to personally use a tiny bottle that looks like this. And what I will do is just pour this into my little bottle and I section my hair. So after it's shampooed and it's nice and clean and ready to receive all of the different goodies, I take this and I just pop this up and massage, well, not massage, just add it to the roots because it will definitely provide nutrients to your scalp. So it helps the scalp to nourish the follicles, and then your follicles can also help to grow your hair. Then, when it comes to the hair strand itself, I just like to, whenever I have my hair out, I just like spray it or, squeeze the liquid all over my hair and then kind of like scrunch it in. And then once I do that, I put a little scandal bag, plastic bag, or if you have like a cap, whatever kind of cap, I put that on and I just wait like 20 minutes. So 10 to 20 minutes should be fine. Then you can rinse it out and then you would use conditioner to moisturize because it really is important to be able to hear afterwards. Now, don't leave it in too long. Like you need to rinse it out. Why? Because there's something called protein overload. So something, things are great, but too much of one thing is never a great thing. Too much protein is not good, and too much moisture is also not good. Each you need a balance, so it's really important when you have a balance of like protein and moisture and all that for your hair. Regardless whether you have curly hair, straight hair, wavy hair, it doesn't matter. It really is important to have that balance for your hair type, right? So yeah, just leave that in my hair for 20 minutes and then I rinse it out in the shower and then I moisturize and all that good stuff. Because if you leave in rice water too long, what happens is you get protein overload and then your hair is brittle. Has any of you ever had like brittle hair before? Like, have you ever like touched your hair and you feel like your hair just like breaks at the slightest touch? Or every time you're combing your hair, it just breaks? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know in the chat. Have you ever like just touched your hair and it breaks and the breakage is just, kind of uncontrollable? Like, oh my God, why is my hair breaking every time I touch it, every time I put my brush through it? Let me know if you ever had that experience because I for sure feel that all the time. And it's definitely, a balance I try to find. On your last live, I was saying about the scalp infection, and it is gone now. I used some of your tips. Oh, is it? Oh my God. I am so happy to hear that. I'm so glad that it's gone. Yay. No, I'm really happy about that, Emily. I'm so happy for that. Give everyone give Emily a congrats for her scalp getting better. We love that. We love that. We love healthy scalp. We love healthy hair. Yeah, because I'm sure it was definitely like irritating or itching. So I'm really happy to hear that, Emily. Thank you for sharing that with me. What was I saying? Yeah, so brittle. So when you have protein overload, your hair can be dry for two reasons. Your hair can be dry from either too much water, sorry, not enough water, not enough moisture, or maybe too much protein. And when there's too much protein, then your hair just kind of like it breaks. Yeah, your problem every day felt mood. Like I get it. So rice water can do that. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, even when I did the rice water on Sunday myself, I was feeling my hair, and my hair definitely felt stronger. But then I wondered to myself, did I put this in too long? So when I say 20 minutes, you definitely have to like feel it out for yourself a little. Because I think next time I might just do 15 minutes and then hope 15 minutes is like the right enough balance. Are products that have rice water this have the same effect? Yes and no. And I'll tell you why yes and no. So this just comes down to honestly capitalism and just how companies are, can cheat almost. You just have to know the brand. I've heard good things about Sacred. I've never tried Sacred. That's Beyonce's mom's line. So I heard good things about her line. But rice water, in an ideal world, products with rice water should, to some extent, have the same effect. But because they are in another product, it's not as potent all the time. So when I see like leave-in sprays, for example, that have rice water, I know leave-in sprays that have rice water definitely will not be as strong, because if you can leave rice water in your hair, that means there wasn't that much rice water to begin with. And I'm not saying don't try it, right? So like maybe that is a safer route if you are afraid of using like something that's really, really potent, or if you're just afraid of, you know, doing something wrong when you make it, then you can definitely like buy one and you will get some effect. So nothing wrong with getting the products. The only reason I said it's not the exact same is just because like I mentioned, they might just use smaller amounts of it, and so the intense effect that the Yao women are not buying products, right? Like they're making their rice water from scratch, and that's what people are trying to emulate, imitate. So you'll get some help. It'll help, but it just might be expensive and doesn't work as well. Does that make sense, Brooke, to you? You can buy it and try it, and then maybe your hair likes it. And that's the thing with hair, right? It's just whatever your hair likes. It just might end up liking it. It might end up doing well with it, and you can just use it. But yeah, definitely look into products that have rice water, and you can experiment with making your own, because it's literally just rice. Like it's no special rice. I this is rice from Costco. I bought this rice at Costco and I just put this in here and I used it. So use the rice in your kitchen. If you come across it in store, feel free to try it out. So that's what I would say when it comes to products with rice water, Brooke. Yeah, yeah. Your hair. What about your hair, Emily? Yes, no. Don't know about your hair. Your hair. But yeah. So that's what that's for. Oh, you didn't mean to put that. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, so regardless whether you make your own rice water or you want to just like get a product, use that, it really is just important to make sure that if you do use rice water, just make sure you moisturize your hair, because your hair will be a little bit more on the drier side when you use rice water. So that's all. So you want to make sure you're moisturizing your hair enough. For me, I like to moisturize my hair using like some rosemary water. I also like to use this leave-in conditioner from Pattern, and then also like shea butter to like kind of seal it in. So these are the things I like to use to moisturize my hair, and then for like strengthening my hair, I like to use either a deep conditioner or I'm gonna start using rice water. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used rice water like years ago, and I was like, okay, my hair is breaking a bit. Let's try using rice water. So I will let you know how my hair is doing, but I liked how my hair felt on Sunday, so I will definitely do it once a week. Do definitely do not use rice water every day if you're somebody who washes your hair every day. At least once a week. Every other week is fine, but definitely not every day. But yeah, any questions on any of that? Or is there anything about your day in general that you want to talk about? If it's just about your day, that's fine too. Like, we're here to chat. If it hasn't come to you yet, that's fine. Let me know. I am thinking about actually coming back live to do the games. I don't think, oh, I know Icon was here for the game night. So I might come back after this live to play like Taboo on like on the phone live. But I'll do that afterwards. But that's basically it for today's live, at least. So thank you for coming to my Wash Day Wednesday. If you liked my video, or if you just liked enjoying my live session, definitely hit the like for this video. I'm here every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. where I do talk about something that is Wash Day related, beauty related, all that jazz. And I do have all my other videos on replay on my channel. But yeah, and then of course I'll be here on regular live. But thank you, Emily. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Chicken. And thank you, everyone who has just popped in and out of the live. Really appreciate it. And I will see you guys again, I guess, in 10 minutes, 15 minutes for like my other live where I just do it on my phone. But yeah, Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls. And looking forward to seeing you guys again. So, yeah, see you guys in a bit. No, that's so short. No, okay. So, do you want to talk more about hair or do you want to like play taboo on like do you know taboo? So, just to be clear, I'm coming back, right? Like what would you like to talk about, Brooke? Do you want to do more hair talks in general? Because the Wednesday live, the long form, the horizontal, I do it for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or maybe an hour if I'm washing my hair or something. But I am coming back. I am coming back. I was just thinking about doing like this live. But if you want to talk, I am in no rush to go. But it's up to you guys. But let me know. We can chill. We can relax. Tell me about your day, anything that was bothering you today, anything that you were excited about. But yeah, I was gonna do that regardless. In the next live, and when I say the next live, when I said the next live, I guess I meant like the phone live. Also, since you girls are here, you can let me know. Do you girls prefer the vertical live or do you prefer the horizontal live? I think that's maybe what I should be asking. Because I know people are either watching on their laptops or watching on their phones. So whichever works, whichever works. Like I said, I wasn't gonna like leave forever. I was just gonna like come back on the phone because vertical in your opinion. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Emily, for that feedback. Brooke, Chicken, what are your thoughts? Do you guys prefer vertical or do you prefer horizontal? Granted, I will always be doing the horizontal, live on Wednesdays, at least at 7. And then I just like hop onto my phone for the vertical. But yeah, you guys let me know which you prefer. But yeah, it wasn't like I was gonna like go. I wasn't going to just like leave and then not come back till the weekend. I was gonna like leave and come back in like 5 minutes or 2 minutes. What is hair? What can I talk about if it's just like hair stuff? I mean, I was like, oh no, I wasn't gonna come back like next Wednesday. So I'll let you know my schedule again. So I'm here every Wednesday for sure, and I'm here every Wednesday horizontally. So every Wednesday I'm here horizontally, where I just talk about like my wash day Wednesday and all that, and I use like my proper camera for that. But I can't use my camera for like vertical, so I just go on my phone for vertical. But yeah, I tend to just hop on like the vertical live right after my Wednesday live, and then chill there. I either would do it on YouTube or TikTok. So I try to also like divide my time. I was told on TikTok to come back on TikTok more, so I need to like pick a day to like make sure I'm on TikTok live because some people were also wanting me to come back on that as well. If you guys are on TikTok, you can also follow me on TikTok at the same handle as my YouTube in case. But yeah, I do hop on live pretty often. I know I wasn't on live yesterday and Monday on my phone just because I was so busy and just tired and just gotten late. I went dancing and oh, you don't have TikTok? Well, that's fine. That's fine. Like I'm here. I'm here. No worries at all. No worries. I am here. I'm not leaving YouTube. Honestly, YouTube is my personal favorite platform when it comes to like, content and all of that. I did start on TikTok, but I do just like YouTube a little bit more. And I think the people on YouTube are just low key more great. I'm not going to lie. I've always just had I just like people on YouTube more. And I just like making the content I like to make for YouTube because TikTok is like all about shorts, and then sometimes I like to do longer form content, longer discussion, and YouTube is just a better space for that. But But yeah, to answer you, Brooke, I am not just like leaving and then like not coming back on Wednesday. Typically, I would either just like hop on randomly. So I think it's just for schedule wise, you will always catch me on a Wednesday. Other than that, you might just catch me on a Thursday evening, you might catch me on a Friday evening, or a Saturday or a Sunday. I'll try to have a schedule for the vertical. You're gonna follow me everywhere. Thank you. I'll be very honest with you. I have an Instagram for this channel. Like I have my personal Instagram, but then I did make an Njerineer Instagram, but it was so much work. It was so much work to like try to maintain a TikTok, a YouTube, and an Instagram. And so I kind of just decided, okay, let's just focus on TikTok and YouTube, and then I do have my Instagram still there, and I do post once in a while. Yeah, like I try. It's just kind of hard to like post on all three, and I'm trying to be more consistent. So that's why I'm doing the Wednesday stuff every Wednesday. So at least I can say, okay, at least every single Wednesday, I am like doing that because I have so much recorded content. I'm not gonna lie to you, so much recorded content, whether it's like fitness or like dance or skincare or hair, but it's just it takes time to edit it. So it's kind of like they're all stuck on my hard drive. Alyssa, is my hard drive here? Where's my hard drive? It's somewhere. It's somewhere. But yeah, so I figured okay, at least with live, when I do like my long form live, I do it. The quality isn't as great as like when I would edit it, but I yeah, I it just uploads to directly to my channel directly, and I like that. So and same thing with the vertical, but that's one they just it kind of gets like saved privately, so I don't mind that either as well. But yeah, no, thank you girls for following, for just always engaging. Really, really love talking with you girls, and yeah. So no, I'm not gonna just not come back till next Wednesday. If I'm ever like not able to come on live, I do post in the community section of YouTube. Like I think I missed one wash day Wednesday because I was sick. And so I did say like, hey guys, I'm sick, whatever. And so I can't do the live this day. So I do like also give a heads up if you're not going to see me on live for whatever reason, but you will definitely see me on vertical. Sometimes I actually do like get ready in the mornings, depending on like my work day. So it just depends. It depends. Like because of my job, like I mentioned, I'm an engineer, and because I'm in pharmaceuticals, of course, yeah, no worries. Yeah, so because if it's a day where I don't have to do like things like in the production lab area, then I'll do my makeup that day. But you're not supposed to do your makeup on those days where I do have to go in. So if I get to do my makeup, sometimes I do come on live and just like get ready with people in the morning. And some people enjoy that. I'm not gonna lie, even I watch other people get ready in the mornings, and it just feels like having a friend getting ready with you in the morning. So it's just fun. It's a fun time. But yeah, so yeah, some days are like that. Some days it just depends. But no, I was gonna come back. So I will be back in 5 minutes, or less than 5 minutes, and then you will find me on vertical. So if you don't have your notifications on, just turn the notification button for when I come on. But you can expect me on vertical in like 5 minutes. Okay. So I will see you girls in a bit. So I think we will do a games night tonight because I did promise a few folks that we'll do games night at least maybe like once a week. So I'm excited. It was so much fun last week. So I'm excited to do Taboo. But thank you everyone for watching today's Wash Day Wednesday. I will see you next week at 7 p.m. EST. And remember, self-care is how we practice self-love. Bye. See you soon.